Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 14 of April 2023. Essence. Sweet children, in order to do service like Mama and Baba, make your intellect Sato Pradhan. Only those who have Sato Pradhan intellects are able to imbibe knowledge and also inspire others to imbibe it. Question: what is the highest effort of all which you children are now making? Answer: to gain the throne of the mother and father is the highest effort of all. Aim to become number one so that Mama and Baba come and become your heirs. For this, you have to do the highest service of all and make many others equal to yourselves. Make unhappy people happy. Let the vessels of your intellect imbibe the imperishable jewels of knowledge and donate them to others. Song: no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You children have now recognized that it is the Father, that is the mother and father, who teach you. You children should stay in this happiness. We now belong to the unlimited Father. Children promise, Baba, we now belong to only you. We belong to God. We no longer have any relationship with devils. We no longer follow devilish dictates. What are devilish directions? Those who don't follow Srimad perform devilish actions. One kind are godly actions and the other kind are devilish actions. No one knows when or who established the original eternal deity religion. Those of all the other religions know their own religion. Sannyasis say that Shankaracharya established their religion. The deity religion doesn't exist now, so who could tell you about it? No one knows about Lakshmi and Narayan, etc. They didn't know the Father, and so they have turned their faces away from Him. This too is fixed in the drama. You children now know that the unlimited Father has come and is once again teaching us Raj Yoga for the golden age. You have to become the masters of paradise. You have to go to the land of Krishna. This is the land of Kans, the devil. Kans and Krishna cannot exist at the same time. You children should now have the intoxication that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is teaching you easy Raj Yoga. The Father says, I have come from the Supreme Abode into this old world of Ravan and have entered this old body. For instance, when people feed a departed spirit, that soul enters an old body. This would not be called an old world for that soul. That soul enters an old body and is fed. That custom and system continues in Bharat. It is their faith. They say, the soul of my husband came in this Brahmin's body. They have that faith. She remembers the name and form of her husband. That soul comes and accepts everything. This custom and system exist here. These things do not exist in the golden age. To have unnecessary expense and to wander around are the customs of the path of devotion. By having that faith, they have temporary happiness, and that too is received from the Father. The Father never causes sorrow. Because of not having knowledge, people say that God gives happiness and sorrow. The Father explains, "Children, this play is predestined. Those who belong to the deity religion are the ones who will come and become Brahmins. You can tell when someone who belongs to you, your clan, has done a lot of devotion. If he studies well, he receives a very good status. The Father comes and tells those who have done a lot of devotion that he has now come to give them the fruit of their devotion. There is sorrow on the path of devotion. They have to wander around so much. I am not taking you away from all sorrow. That is, if you continue to follow Srimad, the Father would never give wrong directions. He comes and personally gives you Srimad. It is not said that Ravan is someone who sits in someone's intellect and gives directions. All of this is fixed in the drama. People have become completely impure because of Maya. You know that you will become deities, and that after half a cycle you will begin to become impure. This Baba is mature and experienced. He has also seen the sages and holy men, etc. He has studied the scriptures too. The Father would surely enter an experienced chariot. There must surely be some history as to why God only chose this chariot. Bhagirath brackets the lucky chariot has been remembered. They say that the Ganges emerged from Bhagirath. The Ganges of water cannot emerge like that from someone. Previously, we too didn't understand. The lucky chariot is this Brahma whom the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul enters. People become confused and ask, how would he enter Brahma? You call this person Brahma, but Brahma is God. He is a resident of the subtle region, but you have made a human being Brahma. They would say such things. This is their imagination. How could Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar exist here? Oh, but Brahmins are created through the mouth of Prajapita Brahma, and so they would be here, would they not? Whatever happened has to happen again. How did those of the Islam religion come? What happened? All of that will happen again. You know the secrets of the drama. No one else knows them. Those people say that the duration of the drama is hundreds of thousands of years. Then they also say that the annihilation took place. If Sri Krishna were to come, he would come in the golden age. So why have they shown him in the copper age? Annihilation never takes place. They sing, O purifier, come. Therefore, he would definitely come into the impure world and make impure ones pure. The Father says, I come once to purify the impure. I alone, the ocean of knowledge, can explain the secrets of the world to you. I sit here and explain to you, children, how I make the old world new. That is a matter of limited homes, whereas this is the unlimited home. The Father has love for you. This is why He helps you so much even on the path of devotion. Human beings cannot do this. They say, God gave me a birth filled with happiness. When someone has a lot of money, they say that God gave it to them. In that case, if He takes it away, why should there be sorrow? The Father says, don't listen to anyone except the one Father. The Father plays all three parts of Father, Teacher and Guru. The bestower of salvation is only one. The stick for the blind is the one God. The purifier of the impure is the one God. The Father says, I come to uplift even the sages. All of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. In the golden age, there was a pure family path. It is now an impure family path, which is also called a vicious family path. People are greatly unhappy. Don't even ask. They continue to cry out in distress. They weep and wail. There are innumerable religions. In the golden age, there was just the one religion, which was established by the one Father. In the Gita, they have written, God Sri Krishna speaks. This is the one mistake they have made. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is incorporeal and His name is Shiva. The names of souls are the same, brackets, soul. They never have another name. The names of bodies change. When you say the body and take another, your name changes. Baba's name is just Shiv Baba. He doesn't receive a bodily name. A soul that experiences 84 births has names for his bodies. The Father says, I just have the one name. Although I enter this one, the master of this body is the soul of this Dada, brackets Brahma, whom I enter to create people. The Father of humanity surely has to exist here. People don't know these things. This is the only college where everyone studies. The Murlis go everywhere, but the intellects of some people are Sato Pradhan. The intellects of others are Sato, Rajo or Tamo. When they don't imbibe anything at all, their actions become like that. What can the Father do? Not everyone can be the same. This is God's college. God, the teacher who teaches, is one, and those whom He teaches imbibe these teachings and become teachers in order to teach others. Each one of you has to check. Is my intellect Sato Pradhan? Can I explain like Mama and Baba do? Baba should receive news from all the centers as to how many students come to class regularly. How long have they been observing purity? The Father should know all the charts. The mother and father are senior. Mother Jagadamba is also a daughter. This Baba is experienced in this world too. In a drama, it is the main actors who are watched. The Father has taken this chariot, so he must have something Adidev. So he must have something. Adidev Brahma is remembered so much. People don't understand who Adidev is. In fact, these two become Adidev and Adidevi, the mother and father. Then Saraswati, the mother, emerges from this one's mouth, and so all become the children. This one says, I am Shiv Baba child and also his wife, because he enters me and creates children through my mouth. These are such deep matters. Those who have Sato Pradhan intellects will be able to understand very well. It is number wise. There is a difference between the royal family and the subjects. The subjects become those throughout their own efforts, and kings become those through their own efforts. The father says, if you study well, you will claim a high status. Those who become heirs will become part of the royal family. The father says, make full effort. I have come to give you the kingdom. You have to make effort. We will claim the inheritance of the sovereignty of heaven from the mother and father. Otherwise, you will become warriors. Students can also understand for themselves. In those schools, when someone fails, he has to repeat that year. Here, no one can study again. If you fail, you would remain failed. And this is why you have to make full effort. To make many others equal to yourselves is the highest service of all. Make unhappy people constantly happy. This is your business. Baba always says, don't think that because many people left their homes and families in Sindh, you would also have to do that. No, that was fixed in the drama. However, there is no question of abducting anyone. God would not perform bad acts. Those are false allegations. You children know that Mama and Baba claim the number one status. You too then gain the throne of Mama and Baba. Those who are the first number will then continue to come down. When children grow up and become seated on the throne, Mama and Baba will become the second number. The first king and queen will then become junior. Therefore, make effort to gain the throne of Mama and Baba. You don't have to gain that now. But in the future, Mama and Baba should come and become your heirs. Baba explains to you children so well. This knowledge is like mercury that slips away very quickly. Some don't imbibe anything at all. It is a wonder. You children now have the faith that incorporeal God, not Sri Krishna, is teaching you here. God speaks, you cannot give that body to God. It is not written anywhere that God Shiva speaks through the body of Sri Krishna. These are the virgins of God. The Father says, first of all, it should enter your hearts that Baba sits here and teaches you. When you remember the word Baba, you should also remember the inheritance. The more you study, the higher the status you will claim in heaven. The more you remember Baba, the more your burden of sins will end. By remembering Baba, your intellects become golden vessels. If you continue to donate, you will be able to imbibe. When you give this wealth, it does not diminish. The Father would be pleased with you. You Brahmins now donate the imperishable jewels of knowledge. Those people consider the scriptures to which they listen to be knowledge. They consider them, the scriptures, to be property worth hundreds of thousands, but they are only worth cells. Therefore, Baba says, it should enter the children's hearts that the Father is the teacher and also the Sadguru who will take you back with him. He will take you into liberation and send you to liberation in life. This is the nectar of knowledge. When children are studying at school, they remain celibate. If they become dirty, their studies become slack. Their intellects become completely dirty. This study is spiritual. Unless you remain celibate, you cannot imbibe. The Father says, study now. Otherwise, every cycle you won't be able to become the masters of heaven. You will become this with your own efforts. If the Father were to give that blessing, He would make everyone a king. The Father says, this is a study. If you study well, you become the masters. If your intellects continue to wander around, you become bad. This is a very big college. The very name is the Godly University of the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. It is established by God. God is called the Father. So the Father is the Father, the teacher and the Sadguru. No one except you understands this. He is the one who, as Sadguru, will take everyone back. The Father gives you a guarantee. I will take everyone back. Where to? To the place for which you have been performing devotion for half a cycle. I will take you to the land of liberation. Then those who follow Srimad will become the masters of paradise. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Imbibe this study and become worthy of teaching others. Do service like Mama and Baba. Second, donate the imperishable jewels of knowledge and make unhappy people happy. Study very well. Blessing, may you have a right to blessings and make progress with the balance of your spiritual endeavor and the facilities. Instead of making the facilities your support, use the facilities on the basis of your spiritual endeavor. Do not make any of the facilities the basis for your progress. Otherwise, as well as the basis fluctuating, your zeal and enthusiasm will also fluctuate. By making the facilities your support, the Father is removed from in between, and this is why there is fluctuation. Make a spiritual endeavor as well as using the facilities, and you will experience the Father's blessings in every task you do, and your zeal and enthusiasm will not decrease. Slogan: in order to become free from the spinning of ifs and buts, become powerful like the Father. Slogan: in order to become free from the spinning of ifs and buts, become powerful like the Father. Om Shanti.